believe I did just see a fan favorite in Vivid in the elimination feed picking up his first elim.
Storm starting to move. We have 56 seconds, my apologies, before the next circle closes, and it is a big crunch to the center of the map. You might not be able to see in the bottom right there, but folks, it is just northeast centered from Neo tilted. Everyone is going to get pushed together into the city. See here, Dubs trying to push from the outside of Flint, his opponent to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let them go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find a bead on Evil Mare. Goes down out here, Greasy Grove, Iceland.
And you see Evil Mare still just in total about 80 HP. Got the 50 back for the elimination, so when you calculate it, really only had about 30 health left, so Dubs so close. A launch pad. Weapon's a little bit awkward, if I'm going to be honest. Just a scoped assault rifle and a epic tactical shotgun. But Storm Surge is coming to play in Dr. Lupa. We haven't really touched on that yet today. Inform the viewers at home as to exactly what this is.
So Storm Surge is a mechanic to prevent players from potentially sitting and not engaging in fights. If there are a certain number of players at this point, when there's over 70 when this circle closes, people are going to start to take 25 damage every tick. That's every 5 seconds, unless they are over the threshold for the amount of damage done in the lobby. It's a way to encourage players to get engaged in fights without force any. Just still the entire. Got to get engaged, get involved with what's going on.
And it ends when we go below that threshold. Setting up this first threshold to drop below 70 players. So Storm Surge will remain in play right now until 69 players is reached. You see Boga with an elimination, Blaster with one as well. Players above the damage threshold sitting pretty right now, but players who are below it, they're frantically searching for some damage they can do to try to get themselves in a safe spot.
Aqua on your screen, one of the World Cup duo champions from yesterday. Just outside of Dusty Divot, shots inside here. Colorful trying to rotate back away. Doesn't want to quite get caught just yet. Those splashes, by the way, one of the best healing items in the game right now in scrimmages and competitive Fortnite. An instant throw 20, and it's HP or shield. It'll transfer across both. Well, may not be able to get this off quite yet, but cancel.
He did.
Oh, he did indeed?
Yep.
Kurtz applying pressure from the side. Not a lot of ammunition right now in the inventory. Only 70 medium rounds for that heavy AR. Not the favorite for a spray weapon. Great at tap fire at a distance, though.
Look at how dead center this zone is in the bottom right of your screen. Mr. Savage did just get an elimination. Counted him off, and Mr. Savage still alive in this one. Looking to bounce back from yesterday. I know Mr. Savage wasn't too happy with the final performance. Kurtz still, we saw the player piece on him. From Brazil, trying to rep for his family. Classic elimination there as well on the Twins. And Storm Surge is now active with the players still above. So people will begin taking damage, and that's a solid chunk with that common tactical shotgun. But another player begins to throw their name into the hat. Dr. Lupo. Kurtz, no more shield left. We'll back up for the moment.
At this point with the circle where it is, we've got 60 seconds before things start to close, and I would say maybe a third of the field is still outside of the next safe zone. You're going to see a lot of players pushing to Loot Lake. You have to realize, if you're watching at home, if you're here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, competitive Fortnite is very much about late game strategy and positioning. 74 players right now remaining does not surprise us in the slightest, to be honest, especially with how much money is on the line. Harrians goes down. Start picking up that one, but not enough damage dealt. You see the Storm Surge. 2 more players need to get eliminated.
I think he just got a bump down as players began to drop. So Wakey went down to the Storm. Skype with an elimination onto Astonish. So we are 1 player away from the end of Storm Surge, and there it is as we just hit the threshold. So now no more panic has to come through for these players for the moment. The next one will come into play in a couple more zones as Keenstar right now, the double qualified player from France, currently set on up against Envy's Bucky as they are within a couple boxes of each other.
Just see exactly where things move through here. Just want to hold these edits and look out. No reason to apply too much pressure just yet. He's kind of waiting to see other players that may be around him rotating away, and that's exactly the play. Bucky, by the way, a player that we've seen competitive qualifiers. He actually spent some time talking to Hogman a lot to refine his gameplay and his drop. We've seen a big improvement since then. Big shout out to Hogman for helping Bucky out with that one. all the way here to the World Cup solo finals.
Will of the campfires in the inventory for 25 extra health.
It depends on
yet.
It depends on the play. If he's looking towards late game, he's going to try and hold on to those for a heal off potentially when that final zone starts to close. We'll have to see. Quick reminder, by the way, on the right side of your screen, a victory royale. The win is worth 10 placement points. Those are big. Top 5 is 7 points. Top 15 is 5. Top 25 is 3 points, and every single elimination for these players is an additional point. Go the focus of the current map right now. A lot of players out here on the hill. Northeast side of Neo tilted, actually a pretty good spot. You have multiple slips nearby while those are still on. You have to remember those do turn off. Sky picking shots. I believe that's on DRG just south. No pressure applied there. He's trying to sneak any shot he can through. Actually, it's challenged. Surprises me. Let's go for the build there to protect and get a better spot.
Wow, that's solid damage though.
Let's go for it.
Solid damage, and look what's also on the ground right there. A legendary infantry rifle. Still can spot that when needed. Right now, choosing to go with the spray weapons. This is a player that's close. We have a replay coming on in soon of Mega from FaZe, who played yesterday in the duos competition with Dubs. Dubs already dropped his game. We'll see how Mega plays this one. Gets to the opponent's box. 2 clean shots. And there it comes through, and near max materials, slurp juice as well as chug splashes will be sitting pretty with the inventory right there. The next zone did just pop on up, moving to kind of the eastern side of the current zone. And what we're seeing right now from he's got extra materials back, so he's going to run back, build out, grab the excess materials, and continue to tunnel with these mats. He's also juggling items over as well to still have the ability to use these whenever he would like to wish to in these next zones. Next on the map, a rocket being fired on the far side. Bizzle there still on your screen. Commandment, epic whale. Prisionero still boxed up in metal just outside the zone, and Stompy, who was one of the more dominant European players in the online qualifier, still in this one, but Zayt was in the lead with Saf yesterday. 5 of the 6 games, but in the end, not able to close it out. Threshold of player stock to Lupo 50. So we're about a minute away. Bizzle with elimination though, down on the Stacey.
At this point too, you have a lot of players. Crunch is going to start to happen. Player counts loadout here in Zayt's inventory. A single shadow bomb going to be used for rotation if he has to. And quite yet though, he's already in the next safe zone. That heavy sniper rifle we just saw moments ago, and he'll probably go for it again. He's going to knock out a wall and immediately swap to that legendary AR to try and take shots while the wall is gone, while the player may not be paying attention. This could be a big one here. Immediate swap, a 69 shield pack, solid crit through the wall. Box up. At that moment, we saw the box was being pressured from another player inside to go for it. Keep in mind, here we go.
Keep in mind, no healing for Zayt, so you can see just how cautiously he's taking these fights. Sure, we've seen solo players try to use their advantage by themselves, but it just is not the same effect. Lolboom, bottom right of your screen, Zayt, top left of your screen, both with 2 eliminations so far, and here comes the surge for players pushing on in. Not a threat for Lolboom above, but Karhu did just go down to that storm surge, so an unfortunate game number 1 there, and some free shockwave really useful in these rotating zones, and oh man, Lolboom is eating this stink bomb. 50 for Lupo. Terrible spot to be in for Lolboom.
Lolboom, a solo Irishman. World Cup here, gonna have to push on through and try and make his way to the next safe zone. Multiple ballers on the outside. He might be able to grab that one on the wall right there. He sees it and he pops out. You can see Vivid on your screen. Evil Mare still there as well. Song rotating in, multiple ballers still on the field. Look at that. Yeah, this is like a Fortnite World Cup apartment complex. You have countless players stacked in. Bizzle going to the end of reset, can't quite catch himself just yet.
Moog is still making plays. A lot of people have him high up on the leaders. Here it is again. Yargo elimination earlier on, down onto Aqua, who obviously was our Fortnite World Champion yesterday in duos. In game number 1, Bizzle one of the most consistent and winningest Fortnite pro players of all time, Dr. Lupo. When you say a veteran in Fortnite competitive, Bizzle is at the top of that list, but here's Yarkos again, now on the high ground after that first elimination down onto Aqua, looking for more right now as he's got ultimate high.
This is one of the best spots in the game right now. We'll have to see where the map is going to rotate in northwest, so he's going to have to make a move soon. A very hefty weapon loadout. It does have the 2 launch pads. It does have the redeploy, but those are going to leave you exposed up in the air. Sort of look back, King. Rotation here. The feed starting to light up. 38 players.
Oh, yeah.
And that count is going to go down, down, down. Zate eliminated by Left Eye. Colorful taking another one out as well. King, 4 eliminations. You have to remember, placement points don't kick in until top 25, so he only has those 4. But those are 4 very, very big points. Here we go. The Storm starting to pressure players. You're going to see a lot of launch pads and redeploys coming to play, and those community movements on the ground will be tough. A player actually just flew right through King's box.
That was bad, Dr. Lupo. That was real bad.
Maybe a trap play from either player. We'll have to see here. Benji fishing the feed, taking another elimination. Top 35 now. Jags, we're coming 30 seconds away from the next circle.
And Mr. Savage trying to contest Rux for height as they both continue to build on up. Mr. Savage goes for the shot. Rux gives it up for the moment. So game 1 right now, the height goes to Mr. Savage, but there's still a ton of time left. On the low ground right now, you've got Pika week, Class week, Fledermoy's week, Tuesday week as well. Mr. Savage has shot down Rux for the moment. He still continues to keep height. Yarkos, though, looking to challenge right now. 27-25. Points about to come into play.
Yarkos takes the ultimate high in the backside there. Riverside from Team Liquid flying across right to left of your screen. Multiple players. Ultimate low. They're both in and out of ballers. Class looks like he might be a campfire in the middle of it. Mr. Savage.
King at 7-11 and has made it into placements. King absolutely the #1 performance so far in game 1. 120 in total HP. Can he find his limb? No! As the crowd erupts. Top 20 now, though, but King got the job done. There was 27 players left, Dr. Lupo. King eliminates the last 2 to make it a top 25 for the placement points.
Huge plays there. Whalen Kurtz going down to the feed. What a shot and a quick edit swap there. Bugha showing why he's one of the most active.
Top 15.
Players. Top 15. Meg with an elim. Your feed in the top left. One of the most important things to watch if you're looking for players' names. So he's going to have to wait and bait players out. Movement now. Here it is. The Shadow Bomb for rotation. He's still got 2 more in his inventory, which this late in the game is huge. He does have 3 shockwave grenades as well, in case height needs to be taken, or even a long-range rotation. 8 players remaining. Jack Yarkos, 4 eliminations. Everyone in here getting those placement points. Look at the 5 right now moving forward.
But not only that, 2 shadow bombs left, still with shockwave grenades too. The #1 point we've seen in competitive Fortnite this weekend, when do you use the shockwave to go for height? It's Sam currently on height. Bugha sees that. That was him taking the lift for exactly the player in. And he gets okay, so not quite doing it yet.
Looking for a high ground.
Yeah, I was looking to see.
He's saving those. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays. Sitting the edge of the storm, the box up. He's going for edit shots. Big hit. My gosh, outside. Bugha picking up his 6th elimination. Creo, Rux, Bugha all on the low ground. Belly,
one player just shot him to height. It's still Sam up top.
Still got it. 1v1 on top, 1v1 on the bottom, stuck in the box. Big hits, back-to-back shots. Bugha picking up another elimination.
Bugha is insane
now. All that's going to be his game to win will be another one. Can he find the 9th elimination and the first victory royale the World Cup solos?
Dr. Lupo, it might be time soon. It might be time soon. Bugha smiling. He's got that much advantage on Creo.
Does.
Folks, it might be time for the shockwave play. Bugha could soar up into the sky. Go for it. Here it is. Shockwave died. Shots coming in. No elimination yet for the first game victory royale.
Oh my gosh. Confident play from Bugha. What a monster. The first victory royale.
The crowd on their feet. Bugha, calm, cool, and collected, wipes out 5 of the last top 6 players for the victory royale. What a swing of points right there, Dr. Lupo. You get the win. You get max placement points. 9 elims too. Folks, that is a statement game number 1 for Bugha. And here it is again. The shockwave up. Creo tried to prepare to see the damage coming on through, but at that point, with that much of a health advantage, Creo stands no shot. What a brilliant ending. Talk about a great late game. Solos absolutely living up to the hype of this duo competition yesterday.
Imagine being in the World Cup Finals, and instead of opting for a safe, stay down on, wait your shots, you throw a shockwave down and you ascend to the high ground, take over and get the victory there.
Much deserved Game 1 victory right there. This is one thing I know about Bugha. In the shadow, they worry so much about popping out of the shadow and immediately boxing themselves. Instead, Bugha winds up pushing, looking for where his could be, and then pops out of the shadow and eliminates the player. Happens 3 times right there. And it was big reasons why he was able to push on through. Bugha, an incredible performance. What is that, 19 points in game number 1?
At this point, I mean, we're actually look exactly to see where that falls on the leaderboards. No surprise here, a 9-point lead out of game 1. King, 7 eliminations, we saw that earlier. Sadly goes down a little bit before those top couple placements. Psalm, Rux, Yarkos, ton of top-tier players across the board right now. But a 9-point lead after game 1 is absolutely incredible. And when you look at the leaderboard right now, a big talk of yesterday, EU versus NA. EU, why so quiet earlier in the day? NA, why so quiet at the end of the day? 8 of the 10 top players after game 1, all from the US. Here's your 11th through 20th place right now. Benji Fishy on there, Evil Mare on there as well. But a fantastic start to today, and I'm loving the energy from this crowd at the first ever Fortnite World Cup. They saw how good the competition was yesterday, and I know everyone was so excited to kick it off today with millions watching online. They saw Bugha take game number 1. He's down on the floor with Jordan Fisher.